During this tutorial, I'm going to explain to you how to create the Middle East map for contemporary world studies. The line map looks something like this. The following countries you are going to identify. I'm going to say them first as we pronounce them in the US, but then if you were to be in the Middle East, sometimes you would hear it differently. Afghanistan, Bahrain, Cyprus, Iran, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Syria, Turkey, United Arab Emirates, and Yemen. But if you were in the Middle East, you would hear something like Afghanistan or Bahrain, Cyprus, Iran, Iraq, Israel, Jordan, Kuwait, Lebanon, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, Syria, and Turkey does not call themselves Turkey. They call their country Turkey, United Arab Emirates, and Yemen. You're going to label Africa, Europe, and the rest of Asia and shade them gray. So here's Europe, here's Africa, and this would be shaded rest of Asia. Attached are 2 pages from the National Geographic World Atlas. You're going to see that this is the map you're going to create right here. So here's Turkey, the Arabian Peninsula, Afghanistan, and so on. So this is what you're going to include. This is for help if you need to figure out where Lebanon and Israel is. The exterior waters you're going to identify are the Arabian Sea, the Black Sea, Caspian Sea, Gulf of Aden, Gulf of Oman, Mediterranean Sea, Persian Gulf, but it's also called in that part of the world the Arabian Gulf, and the Red Sea. And interior waters, you're going to find that 2 rivers, Euphrates and Tigris, start in Turkey and dump out through Kuwait into the Persian Gulf. So if we take a look at this map here, you're going to see that these 2 rivers, Euphrates and Tigris, drain a mountainous region that's here on the border with Turkey, and they dump then here into the Persian Gulf. Also seen here. So the map that we're giving you, this outline map, is more flattened and straight than the curved map from the atlas. You're going to identify 2 mountainous regions, and then I'd like for you to circle the Arabian Peninsula. But the Hindu Kush Mountains are in Afghanistan, and the Zagros Mountains are in Iran. Here are the Hindu Kush, and here are the Zagros. You can refer back to this slideshow for the capitals of the region. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a meaningful map and try to answer the question, how dependent is the Middle East on oil? So oil was first discovered in 1930 in Bahrain, and they became instant millionaires overnight when they started to harvest that oil and sell it to Europe. We've provided you with data from 1970 and from 2014. These are 2 obviously different dates, but the idea is you can see, have they become more dependent on oil, less dependent on oil? And so the countries throughout, the 16 countries, there's data presented to you. You're going to shade it with the indication that purple is going to be the country that is most dependent on their oil reserves for their gross domestic product, and red is the least. In the key, you are going to identify each of the oil rent amounts and then explain what they mean by the color. Good luck.